Hello there guys, and welcome back to my channel for yet another What We Really Learned live review, live in-depth analysis, this time of Newcastle 0, Chelsea 2. And honestly guys, I'm excited. Like, we have to be so happy these days as Chelsea fans. Yes, yesterday's game maybe wasn't 100,000% perfect because we could have easily won 4-5, even 6-0. Okay, maybe 4-5-6-1 if you will, if you're gonna assume that everyone takes all of their chances. But we're still winning. You know, the international break, we were in such good form before that. All of our players went away. All 11 players that started the game against Newcastle yesterday were out on international duty. We come back and we turn up with another brilliant performance. Yes, I know we haven't played the most brilliant of teams as of late, and maybe I am getting slightly ahead of myself with saying that we can challenge for the league title and that Lampard has turned us into a winning machine, but I honestly feel that way at the moment. And hey, you know, that's what I'm here for. I'm just telling you my thoughts. Whether I'm right or wrong, we'll end up seeing at the end of the day. But to start with, you know, I'm just giving you my thoughts. And of course, as you might be able to tell, usually I do these live streams on on evenings, the day after games. But today, you know, Dominic Thiem is playing at the ATP finals tonight, and I'm like, all right, and when do I stream and this and that? And also I'm gonna go see a mates. And I was like, let's just try it out. Let's just try it out in the afternoon. So I hope you guys do enjoy that. I really do. And you know, I hope everyone's getting involved. And if you're new here and you know, you're tuning in right now, whether you're watching this as a video or as a stream right now, make sure to subscribe. You know, we just hit 7,150 subscribers. So everyone that's here right now, make sure you subscribe. That'd be massively appreciated. Help me reach, I don't know, 8k subs, I guess, eventually. And after that, 10k subs. That will be absolutely bloody brilliant. And of course, everyone that's here right now, make sure you smash that like button. And guys in the chat, hello Sin, hello Soham, hello Ben, Farkad. Obviously, as always, guys, I do you know, solemnly apologize if I do butcher any of your guys' names, and never want to do that, of course. But hey, Lousy, hey, how you doing? Sin, how you doing? Yeah. And so Ruben scored. Yes, Ruben did score for Fulham. Came off the bench, third game in a row, sadly, that he didn't start. But he did come off the bench against Everton and did make it, well, 2-3, I guess. But Fulham still lost 2-3. Against Everton, which of course is disappointing. Do I really like Fulham? No, but I like Ruben, so that's the only way. And Ben Stokes said, you know what? I was against the Sarri sacking. However, it was the best for the club because Roman was never backing Sarri like the way he backed Lamps. That is very true. If you think about it that way, it is very true. But then you could have argued, okay, well, the thing is, we didn't properly sack Sarri. The best arguably would have been to have Sarri for another year and then have Lampard this summer. But hey, who knows how it would have went? You know, who knows whether Lampard just needed that extra year? Could very well be the case. And you need to collab with Angry Rantman. Well, hey, tell him to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and all sorts, and I'll get in touch with him. And we'll go from there. But I hope all of you guys are doing well. Like I said, drop a like, subscribe, and let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game because obviously we have shit to talk about. And you know, I didn't title the video or the stream the way I did for no reason. I do believe that there is a chance Chelsea can first of all win the league, and I do really believe that Frank Lampard has turned Chelsea into an absolute winning machine right now. And part of that is the formation, which I always said, you know, that's what I want. Okay, in the summer when I said this, I thought Ruben Loftus-Cheek would eventually get in there. Not happening. But hey, it's still going well. So we did have that 4-3-3 formation with one defensive midfielder and two attacking eights. Obviously, Mason Mount slightly more attacking than Mateo Kovacic in this case. But Edouard Mendy in goal, another clean sheet for the guy. 4 clean sheets in the Premier League, I think. 7 clean sheets in 9 games in all competitions. Thiago Silva wasn't even there because obviously he was out on international duty with Brazil. So we rested him because obviously he was flying out to South America and then flying up to Newcastle and then flying to France tomorrow because we play, of course, Rennes in the Champions League on Tuesday. So many games coming up. So we rested Thiago Silva for this one. Antonio Rudiger comes in. And yes, it wasn't quite as commanding and perfect with Rudiger and Zuma. Not necessarily because either of them did anything wrong, but because that's just not Thiago Silva. They don't have that experience. They don't have that aura. They don't have that cool, calm and collectedness about them. But it was still good. Hey, it's another clean sheet. I'm not complaining about anything. Reece James again at right back. Ben Chilwell again at left back. Southgate can go cry all he bloody wants. Oh, I wish he wouldn't have come off and I'm disappointed in him. Hey, Gareth, Ben Chilwell does not give a flying F whether you are disappointed in him or not. Yeah, he would like to go to the Euros, but England are not winning the Euros anyway. All he cares about is winning with the Chelsea. And if that's what his priority, and he was actually could have played on for England, but decided not to, then I'm even a bigger fan of Ben Chilwell, because international football needs to get in the bin. But then we come to the defensive midfielder, which wasn't N'Golo Kante, who I will get to. Of course, is on the thumbnail as well. A lot of you, know that I'm not always the most high praising of N'Golo Kante, but when he does do really, really well, I will praise him, because he deserves it after that performance. Mateo Kovacic and Mason Mount as the two attacking eight, and then a front three of Timo Werner again on the left, Tammy Abraham up front, and Hakim Ziyech starting on the right wing. Getting to a couple more of you guys' comments. Do you hope Arsenal get spanked today? I don't even know who they're playing. Let me check. Who are Arsenal playing today? Leeds. Yes. I mean, I do hope they get spanked most games other than against Spurs, but yes, I do hope that they get spanked. Opening the wrong window here. Let's get to here. That's better. I never know how to pronounce your tag, I guess. Football Entertainment. If we gave Conte the team he wanted, he would have done great. See, now, obviously, I'm assuming you're referring to that interview that Antonio Conte gave to the Telegraph, the Athletic, whichever it was, in which he said, we were close to getting Virgil van Dijk and Romelu Lukaku. Of course, the Lukaku one is very well, publicised. But the Virgil van Dijk one, has anyone ever considered the fact that Virgil van Dijk maybe just didn't want to come to play for Chelsea under Antonio Conte? It's not as simple, the club didn't back him. Maybe Van Dijk just preferred to go to Liverpool over us. People need to think about that. People need to think about that. TK13, I don't have anything against Sarri, but backing Sarri would have blocked the path for Reece, Tammy, Mount, Gilmore, etc. You're not wrong with that, but had Sarri stayed, he would have been here in the transfer ban anyway. So we couldn't actually have backed him more than we had at that point. Werner on the left against the low block is a no-no. It's kind of true, but then look at him. He could have scored a hat-trick yesterday comfortably and had an assist, but he just didn't take his chances. Sarri would have made Mount 10 times the player he is. If he used Mount, not 10 times, but maybe Mount would be slightly better tactically. I agree, because Sarri is more experienced than Frank, but I don't think Sarri would have used Mount much, if at all. Sarab said, Emerson Palmieri is an interesting player. He has turned into a less risk-taking player. If Georgie leaves, I think he leaves too. Well, I'm hoping that neither of them leave, in all honesty. I'm just hoping that both of them stick around. I think that would be bloody brilliant, in all honesty. I think that would be bloody brilliant. And hey, we have 37 people watching, but only 8 likes. Come on, guys. Everyone go down below, smash the like button right now, and I will talk about what I think Frank Lampard has drastically changed about the team. But let's talk through the game quickly. Of course, we got that goal very early on through an own goal from Federico Fernandez, that when the ball was whipped in, the cross was whipped in by Mason Mount, following a nice corner play, a nice corner routine between Mount, Ziyech and Timo Werner, actually. Ziyech and Timo Werner coming short, and then nice interplay between the three from Mason Mount to whip in a good cross. And then Fernandez just did really poorly, but Ben Chilwell was on him, was putting pressure on him to force the own goal, so that was good, good by everyone involved, really. Can't really complain about that much. And, that was 1-0 up after 10 minutes. And hey, we had the chances. We even had a chance before that. Timo Werner from a tight angle with forcing a good save by the goalkeeper, Darlow. But in general, we had the chances, especially for the first 15, 20 minutes. We were really, really good. After that, we pulled it back a little bit. We knew we had that early lead against a difficult team to break down and beat. So they just kept sitting deep in the first half. They didn't really try to push out or try to attack us by any means. They just kept sitting deep. And the players were like, all right, if you want to do that, we're not taking any risks. We're already in the lead. We're playing it a bit safe. And I understand it. Not necessarily what Lampard wants. And you could almost class it as a bit of complacency. And it was a bit too easy. But it was still good. We had total control other than the last 5, 7, whatever minutes of the first half. And then we go into the second half and we have more chance. Timo Werner obviously missing 2 absolute sitters in the first half already. Goes on to miss another absolute sitter in the second half, when he actually does really well to steal the ball off the guy. And was that in the... does really well to steal the ball off the guy. And tries to square it to Ziyech, but then underhits the pass. And when he should have just shot. That worried me a little bit. The whole idea that he tried to square it, mate. You're a goal scorer. It brought you to challenge Harry Kane, Aguero, Aubameyang, Vardy for the golden boot. Don't start squaring things when you're 1-1 with the keeper. Just score. Obviously, if the square works and, Ziyech just scores, fine. But I'm more confident in Werner's shooting than I am in his passing. So just shoot, mate. Please. You know, you're good at it. Just do it. Timo, come on. But yeah, then we had other moments. Of course, Tammy had a header in the first half, which was good. And Mason Mount had a shot in the second half, which was just dragged wide. Although I think at that point it might have already been 2-0. But then eventually let me just check which minute it was. The 65th minute. Tammy Abraham did finally break the deadlock and did seal the game for us with his 2-0. Following a brilliant run of Timo Werner. I just criticised him, and that's why in the description and in my video title yesterday of Blues Fans TV and the live review, I called it Timo Werner's roller coaster ride, because that's really what it was. Because if you think about it, for Timo to get into those positions, to have so many chances, he needed to play well. But then he failed to take those chances, which is of course disappointing, especially when you're a main, scoring player, I guess. And then obviously he messed up the one big chance in the second half as well. And then he goes on that run, collects the ball deep in our own half, just goes on that run, runs quite quickly already. And then he decides to dart through two Newcastle players that were quite close to each other. And he just put the burners on. Honestly, there's a reason why he's called Turbo Timo. It is crazy. He's just put the burners on, steam past him. Of course, they should have done better and should have just fouled him realistically. Like, if any Chelsea defenders did that, I'd be fuming. But hey, I'll take it. And then he found the perfectly weighted pass to Tammy Abraham. And Tammy, let's not kid ourselves, Tammy's finish was bloody immaculate. Tammy's finish in that moment, to hit it against the near post and then in from there, is bloody perfect. I couldn't have been more happy with Tammy Abraham in that instance, in all honesty. Honestly, I'm very, very pleased. Very, very pleased. And of course, guys, if you have any questions, if you have anything to add, just chuck it into the comments. Chuck it into the comments, chuck it into the chat. And I'll discuss everything that you guys put into there because, hey, why the hell not? Why the hell not? But let's talk through a couple of performances today. Been following you since 14-15 from your 100% Chelsea days. Love your clarity on any topic. Love that from you, mate. Really, really do appreciate that. TK13 says, do you think 4-3-3 was for can't talk. Frank's plan all along, or was it a consequence of 4-2-3-1? Or 4-2-1-3, if you want to call it that, not working? In my opinion, it was the latter, because why would you let both Eights and Ruben leave? I completely... Did I? Yes, I did. Thank you. Messed up. It would be good if I knew how to spell the title of my own video, wouldn't it? I changed it. Thank you, Jaden. Do appreciate that. That is a bit of a silly move on myself there, isn't it? Any which way, we move. We move. Bloody hell, I'm a mug. But hey, TK13, to your comment, yes, I completely agree with you. I think the plan initially was to play a 4-2-3-1 for the most part. Otherwise, I agree, he wouldn't have let Barkley and Ruben go. Of course, if you see that Ruben doesn't start 3 games in a row for Fulham, yeah, I know he came on and scored. But if you see that he didn't score, if he didn't start 3 games in a row for Fulham, would he have been much of a help to us even if you didn't let him go? That is a different question. But I completely agree, and I do think we slightly lack numbers to play this system all season long, unless Frank is considering turning Billy into both a 6 and an 8. So that Billy Gilmore can also play that 8 position like Mateo Kovacic. If that's the plan, maybe. But hey, it's a tough one. Do you think Gallagher fits into this 4-3-3 system? Yes, I do. I think it's more of a 10, as far as I'm aware, and when I've watched him play. But 4-3-3 in an attacking 8 certainly suits him too. Outrageous yesterday, by the way, that penalty with the clear foul by Bruno Fernandez against him was taken back. Honestly, that is outrageous. Honestly, at some point it has to be questioned. Like, there has to be some sort of corruption going on. The amount of points, Manchester United would have 6 points less if VAR actually worked properly. 6. They wouldn't have had a penalty after the final whistle against Brighton. They would have lost against us, and they would have probably lost against West Brom, because do West Brom go 1-0 up, chances are United don't get one back. Okay, maybe they can still get a draw, but they probably don't win it at that point. It's outrageous. They'd be in a bloody relegation zone or some shit. Honestly, it's infuriating and frustrating. I won't lie to you guys. But let's start in the goal. I'm a United fan, Laurenz. I think we're getting lucky with our penalties. Fair play, Jaden. Fair play, Jaden. And Kazim, I'm doing good, mate. How are you? Really do appreciate every single one of you that is tuning in. Of course, make sure you subscribe and drop a like. But yeah, let's talk through the team. Edouard Mendy, hey, another clean sheet, another brilliant performance from him. Really, no complaints at all. I love the man. Honestly, I love the man. I thought he would be good, and I thought he would be an improvement on Kepa after I did my research on him, because I won't lie, even though I've watched Rennes at some points last season, I never really paid proper attention to their goalkeeper. And to that question, I will get a little bit later, Farcard. Let me just talk through a bit more of the game first. Ask it again later, if you will. But yeah, Edouard was even better than expected. Let's hope we can keep that going and hey, even improve. Kurt Zouma is an absolute monster, especially playing so well without Thiago Silva next to him. Was very impressive in my opinion, so I was very, very pleased with him, pleased with that. Reece James, brilliant. Ben Chilwell, brilliant. Honestly, I'm so happy with both of them. Such a difference. And this is no criticism to Aspilicueta, but it's just different. The movement, the strength. He's not necessarily faster than Aspi, but the strength and the ability to pass and not lose the ball, and then the crosses and the link-up play with Ziyech on the wing, and even Kovacic is like halfway on the right, and even Kante. It's beautiful to see. And Ben Chilwell doing mostly the same thing on the left, just not quite as good going forward, but then maybe slightly better defensively, honestly. Well, better going forward, arguably, in the sense of scoring goals. But he's obviously, because we've more got the crossing from the right, Reece and Ziyech, the left side is more meant to like be the part that scores, I guess, with Werner and Chilwell over there. Let's see if that changes when Pulisic comes into the team. The match against Tottenham is a must not lose, in my opinion. Yes, I agree, but I just want the win to make a statement. That's why I want to win. But hey, Jaden again asked a question. Do you think Chelsea will beat Tottenham and Rennes in the next 2 games? Yes. Well, I think we'll beat Rennes. I think there is a chance we'll draw against Spurs. I'm pretty sure. I don't think we'll lose. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Chelsea Spurs ends 0-0, to be honest, or even 1-1. But I think we'll win both of them. I think we'll beat both of them. Hey, I might sound crazy to some of you guys, but I think we'll win both of them. But I'm just confident in this team right now, and I'll get to it. N'Golo Kante, you guys know I'm not always his biggest fan, and I don't agree with the fact that he's captain. When Thiago Silva, Aspi and Jorginho are playing, I think why? Like, he's not vocal enough, and I know leading by example, and Eden Hazard wasn't exactly like vocal either when he is captain for Belgium, or did he ever actually play captain for us? I don't remember, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I mean with that? I don't agree with him being captain, but his performance yesterday was absolutely outstanding. The interceptions, the tackles, the reading of the play, the calm and collected passing. It's incredible. Who else do you think should be capped? Hey, you would disagree, but Mason Mount. I think, of course, not main captain. Of course, Aspi's main captain. Of course, Jorginho is vice captain, and then it's Thiago Silva, even though I'm not the biggest fan of that one either, considering we just signed him this summer. But Mason Mount, just listening to his interview on Chelsea TV last night after the game, how he spoke about Timo Werner missing his chances and how we can't have that happening, but obviously we won, but we can't have that happening. Mason Mount is much more of a leader than people give him credit for. And also think about that. John Terry was made first choice captain at 24. Mason Mount's not that far off that, and I'm talking 4th choice captain here. I'm not saying make him 1st choice captain. Obviously, that's not what I would actually say. You actually have a Kante agenda. It's crazy. I've been watching your videos since last season. You always like him off. Oi, Raheem, I'm just gonna say I just don't want him to be captain, but he was incredible other than that. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. If Havertz and Pulisic are back, then I'd be much more confident for next week. I'm pretty sure Havertz will start against Spurs and probably come off the bench against Rennes midweek. That's what I'm expecting. Do you think Mason Mount is better in an 8? Yeah, of course, he's much better as an 8 than he is as a 10. Completely agree. Mount is captain material. I agree. I'm not saying make him captain right now. Obviously, he needs more experience and everything for that. But he still rather have him a 4th choice. Lampard described Mount as a coach's dream. Yeah, for sure. For sure. A bit like Aspi in that sense, I guess. Tammy has been brilliant for us, but he needs to improve his heading to offer us more in the box and nail down his position. In my opinion, for a guy so tall, his heading is non-point. I completely agree, TK13. Completely agree. Tammy is a championship striker. You're a bug. What about Zouma, Reece, James as captain? Zouma, fair. But Reece is the more quiet guy of Mount, and I think they're the same age, or Mount is even a year older. So I would rather have that. Everything aside, really enjoy your videos and always look forward to your post-match reviews. Appreciate that a lot, Raheem. Appreciate that a lot. But yeah, let me get back to N'Golo Kante. Bloody brilliant. In every aspect of the game, he was absolutely inch perfect yesterday. And that is the kind of performance I wish to see from him. Like, honestly, I could not have asked for anything more from N'Golo Kante yesterday. Absolutely inch perfect in that role. I'm still intrigued to see what happens if we play that system again against a Spurs, if they're aggressive, or against a Liverpool, against a Man City, against, I don't know, a Leicester. If they actually press Kante, if Kante is actually pressed when he plays as a sole DM, how that works. I'm not sure how well it works. Because he's surprising me by how quickly he's gotten good in this position now. But he's still never been particularly press resistant because he takes 1 or 2 touches too many, usually to get rid of the ball when under pressure. So it will be interesting We'll have to wait and see. Zuma should be capped. Did you see him guiding Kante? It's true. Zuma is a fair shout as well. I won't lie. Zuma is a fair shout. I just came to the Mount thing because of his interview that I saw on Chelsea TV yesterday. And it really, really impressed me. If you guys haven't checked it out on the Fifth Stand app, check out Mount's interview. I was really, really impressed by it. James was captain for Chelsea during his youth days. It's true. It was true. But he wasn't in the same way through as Mason, was he? Or was he? Why did we eat our third kit? I don't know why. I don't think we ate it. But, again, appreciate you, mate, but still can't pronounce your name. Do you think we should try to counter-attack against Spurs, trying to break them down when we're playing in their hands? I think if we try to counter-attack against them, what it will lead to is the most boring 0-0 you'll ever see because Spurs won't attack us. Mourinho is coming to our ground. He will not do a thing other than hit on the counter. He'll be very, very happy to take a 0-0. He'll be very happy with that. So I think it will just be a dead game, and I think we can outplay them. You know, the thing with Man City is they just can't defend to save their lives, and they can't score. We can actually defend, and we can actually score. That's why I'm actually confident against Spurs, even though the way Spurs beat Man City yesterday. Man City are just awful. Man City are awful. Honestly, they can't score goals to save their lives. Jesus is a nightmare. Honestly, they got a bit unlucky with the penalty decision. I think it was actually the goal being overruled. I actually think it's a correct decision. Harsh, but correct. But they just need to shoot more. The fact that De Bruyne hit Jesus, who was lying on the floor, the fact that Mahrez dribbled into Jesus, who was lying on the floor, is mental. Absolutely mental. But yeah, keep going. Mateo Kovacic was good today, but I want to shout out Mason Mount again, because the guy is really, really, really impressing me. The guy has received so much stick. Obviously, you would never know how much he actually reads and how much of that he knows about. But the fact that Mason Mount has had to play on the wing at times this season, and then plays in the number 10 and doesn't go so well, and as soon as he plays in the number 8 role, he hasn't had a bad game. He wasn't always incredible, but he hasn't had a bad game playing in the number 8 position in this season. It was brilliant. Kovacic was better than Mount. I disagree, mate. I disagree. Mason Mount's cross for the goal, for the first goal, and that goal is important. Even if it's an own goal, that cross is big. Let's not forget that. Mount, okay, he put the chance wide, and Kovacic found him with a good pass for that. But I think Mount was more influential than Mateo Kovacic. Mateo Kovacic gave the ball away way more times than Mason Mount did, in bad positions as well. Kovacic needs to sort that out. I don't mind a boring game if we nick a goal, and I think we easily can. Yeah, I mean, you're right. If we can nick a goal, but we're not used to sitting back and hitting on the break. Spurs are used to it, so they should be better at it. So that's why I'm not sure. Is Kai actually right for the number 8 role? Yes, he is. Look at the stats. Did Mount actually give the... But the stats is not all about it, you know. I just judge it by eye as well, and I thought Mount was better. But hey, you know, everyone is entitled to their opinion, guys. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. And hey, we have 77 people watching right now. Appreciate every single one of you that is tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Help me reach, well, initially 7,200 subscribers, and then we go to 8K, 10K. But also, if you're watching this right now, hey, over 77 people watching, over 70 people watching, make sure you drop a like. Come on, guys. We have almost 80 people and only 30 likes. Everyone make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button. Moses is way better than Pulisic. You're off your bloody head. And some people are just... all right. Samar said, you think the Spurs game will be high scoring or shitter like the United away? It is a tough one. It is a tough one. Could be both, but I think we'll just win like 2-1. But hey, let's wait for that, and let's talk about that later on, closer to the time. We have Rennes to play in the meantime, and if we win that, and Sevilla win against Krasnodar at the same time, we're actually already through. Unless Krasnodar beat us by more than 4-0 in the return leg of that game. But in theory, we're already through. Then it will just be about who finishes top of the group. So this is an important game. This is an important game. When Pulisic returns, who are you dropping? Tammy. I'm sorry, Tammy. Where are you from? Marko Misic. Sorry if I butchered your name, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm from Austria. Austria, born and raised. Have already subscribed from 4 different accounts. Kazim, you're a legend, mate. You're an absolute legend. TK13 says, I have a strange feeling that Frank will revert to a 3-4-3 again. Oh, bloody hell, please no. I hope he doesn't. We need to play 4-3 and impose our game on them. Mate. You're just making me scared already, and you're making me not... If we play 3-4-3, I'm not confident about the game anymore. If we just impose our game on them, I'm very confident. I'm very excited for the game. And hey, we have over 100 people watching. Love that from you guys. Really, really do. Appreciate every single one of you that is tuning in. But now let's get to the front three and let's get to Timo Werner's roller coaster ride. I have a bit of a pickle with Timo because I rate him, I like him, but you can't be missing those chances, mate. Like, obviously, that doesn't mean he's a bad player. That doesn't mean I don't want him to start the next game. I do, but he can't afford to have too many games like this. It worked out yesterday. It was fine. But if he has games like this against different opponents, this could cost us games, cost us points. And hey, I'm in the vibe now. I'm in the vibe for the last 2 or 3 games. I think we can win the league. I'm not saying we're gonna, but I think we can. And you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We can't afford this. We can't afford that. Oh yeah, that's right. Lampard used back 3 the last 2 times against Spurs. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'll take a Solanke over Werner any day. All right. You can go watch ball with them in the Championship if you want to do that. Will Chelsea also be able to win this season? Yes, not necessarily. Well, I'm not saying we're gonna win the league, but we can win the league. Yeah, Lampard will definitely play 3-4-3. Please don't. Forward the back will expose our defence though. No, it won't. Mate. No. With Thiago Silva in there and Zuma and Kante in front of them, we're fine. Trust me. Spurs aren't that good. They just play over the top balls. We just need to be wary of them. And we just need to have, like, I don't know. No. We're fine. We're fine. And hey, if we need to, someone just clatter Son. If they don't have Son, we're fine. Don't jinx it. Don't know what I'm jinxing, but yeah, no, please don't play 3-4-3, Frank. Please. I say back 4 against Spurs should be agreed. Tammy or DCL to be better hold-up striker. Hold-up striker. So, see, to be honest, again, to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I haven't really paid enough attention to him to decide whether I think he's a good hold-up striker. But I think, because I don't think Tammy is a hold-up striker, I think Calvert-Lewin is probably better, considering you asked me the question. Need Alonso up top for this game? Nah. Ben Chilwell is more threatening for goals than Marcos Alonso ever was, other than from free kicks, of course. Let's play Rudiger so Son can get red carded again. Yes. There is honestly a tiny bit in me that says we should play Rudiger anyway. Because Rudiger is our fastest centre-back. Okay, and Tomori, them 2 are the fastest centre-backs. So if those balls are played in behind, Rudiger might be able to... Rudiger is probably at least as quick as Son, if not faster. There is a shout. I don't think so, but hey. Bring Morata back. He's scoring for Juve. Let's not bring him back, but I'm very, very happy for him that he's doing well there. I really am. 125 people watching. Everyone, make sure you subscribe. That'd be massively appreciated. Just smash that red button. The big button that says subscribe on it. Just smash that. And drop a like. Hey, 128 of you watching, only 44 likes. Every one of you, while I go through some stats on my phone, you smash the like button. It doesn't cost you any money. It barely costs you any time. It cheers me up, makes me happy, makes my Sunday even better, and helps me push these videos out to more people. And I'd obviously massively appreciate that. Let me get to some stats. So in the end, of course, we had 71% of the ball. We had only 3 shots on target, which is poor, especially from Werner, because he should have had 3 on target himself, had none on target instead. But yeah, we had 5 blocked shots, and our passing was good. Our passing accuracy in the end, what was it? 89%, which is good. Accurate long balls, 34. I'm very happy with that. And good. Duels 1. This is what I like. Tackles attempted, 13. Tackles succeeded, 6. It's good. Aerials 1. We won more aerials against a team like Newcastle. Honestly, it's probably been Roy Keane captain. Don't know why you're talking about that. Ziyech's finesse it. Ziyech will finesse it. I don't know what you're trying to say, but hey, Ziyech is a god. But I get to it. A couple of more questions for you guys. Kept Alonso, Christensen, Rudiger, Babarama, and that's back 4 against Spurs. How about now? Bring back... if Tammy played for Everton, would probably be called one of the best strikers in the league. You're probably not wrong, Mark, in that one. Rudiger is a no-no. He lacks mentality. I don't disagree with that. I'm just talking about the pace. Now, you know what, F. Morata, this guy was so annoying for us, man. Kind of true. But I still know. I like the guy. No, I feel for him. He always tried. I want Conor Gallagher to be back up 8 next season. Looked good last night. Hey, yeah, I agree with that. Next season, Conor Gallagher, depending on how Ruben does on loan with Fulham. But, okay, he scored today. But if he keeps not starting for them, then obviously that doesn't help us much. And then, yeah, I would be much of a fan for Conor Gallagher to be more involved. If Giroud does leave, then who should we bring in as a backup striker? See, I said this with Tammy in the last stream over on this channel already, and some of you might not have seen that. So I'm gonna say it one more time, and I'm gonna say it as clearly as I possibly can. I don't care whether Olivier Giroud wants to leave. He's on a contract, and this is about Chelsea doing well this season. And it's, you know, certain things going on in the world. We can't just go and sign whichever striker the bloody hell we want. And he's a brilliant third choice striker, so Oliver Giroud isn't going anywhere. He can leave wherever he wants to go to at the end of the season, but he's not going anywhere. End of discussion. I don't care if he wants to go, he's staying. He's a professional, he will be good. But I'm not having it. I'm not having him go anywhere. It's ridiculous. I didn't watch Bale in the Premier League. What is his record against? I don't know what his record is against us, but he was brilliant in the Premier League, that's for sure. Who do you want to win this evening games? I'm guessing Leicester. A draw? I mean, it would be nice for Liverpool to just lose at Anfield. That would be good. Are they playing at Anfield even? They might not. Yeah, they are at Anfield. So just because Liverpool are at Anfield, for that reason, I would quite enjoy if Leicester win. But a draw is probably the best result for Chelsea, if we're going to be totally honest with ourselves. What do you think about Anthony Taylor refereeing Chelsea vs Tottenham? Hey, it's not great, but I think Chelsea can play so well that no matter who the referee is, it doesn't matter. Hey, if you're not offside, you're not offside. Just score. Let's not depend on penalties. Let's not foul them in the box. Let's just smack them. And then I don't care who the manager is. Who do you want to sign in the January market? Farhad, finally getting to your question. Appreciate you sticking around for so long with that question, mate. Who do I want to bring in? Would like to bring in a winger. That is what I would like to bring in. I'm not going to say a starting winger, but a winger that is a solid player that just would be useful. I don't know who would be the best option necessarily. In all honesty, I don't know. But I would like it. I would like to sign a winger. See, that's the problem. I need to think about this because I've been saying I want a winger for 2 months, but I haven't really thought about which one. So that is a bit of a tough one. I want some pace. I want a left-footed winger. That would be great. So someone that fits those criteria. Do you think we can win the treble? No. Seriously, really got... Ooh, bloody hell, so many people in the chat. Seriously, really guys, I know, but we've got to give him a go against Spurs, though. I don't know. I'm not sure. We must have Declan Rice. In January, I don't know about that one. I don't know. I still think Lampard can do the same job and doesn't cost as much money. I think Leicester will win 2-1 would be fun. Who will you rest against Red? No one. Frankly, no one. I would never. Maybe we should give Reece James a rest and play Aspie because Aspie needs games as well. And maybe we could rest Zuma and play Christensen and Thiago Silva together, possibly. Be a shout. Start. I think Emerson over Chilwell is too risky. Maybe Emerson over Chilwell. But other than that, hey, I would start Callum over one of the front three. But hey, Manchester, you best. No, you're not. Like Neymar, Mbappe, Sancho, maybe even a Messi. I don't know who you're talking about. What you're talking about, but yeah, Broja third striker next season would be great in my opinion. Next season, that is certainly something to think about. My 11 would be Mundi, Reece, Zuma, Thiago Silva, Chile, Kante, Havertz, Moundir, Werner, Tammy. For what game? Is that for Spurs? Greece from Germany. Love that, Paul. Love that. What's your score predictions? For the Rennes game, I think we're going to win 2-0 again. And for the Spurs game, I think we're going to win 2-1 against Spurs. Do you think Chelsea can win the league this season? Yes. Werner needs to rest against Rennes. Disagree. Disagree. He didn't play the first game for Germany in the international break, so he had a rest then. I think he's fine. Should Joe Hudson-Odoi should start against Rennes? Yes, but I don't know instead of who. Adam, I already answered your question. I don't think we can win the treble. Chelsea will sign Haaland, Lewandowski, and Felix to fix the attack. Don't think so, mate. Werner has been overplayed a lot for both club and country this season. Was fatigued and missing training on Thursday. Reason for his lack of sharpness. No, I don't think he missed training because of fatigue. I think he missed training because he was waiting for his test result to come back. If we play 3-4-3 against Spurs, who's your double pivot? And if you play 4-3-3, what's your preferred midfield? If you play 3-4-3, Mount and Kante. I know it's crazy, but Sod Kovacic in there. I need Mount. I need the work rate. Mount and Kante I would have as the midfield in a 3-4-3. And then in a 4-3-3, I'd have... Well, if Havertz is fit to start, go for it. You know what? Go for it. Havertz is a hard-working guy. People underestimate him. He just can't make mistakes like he has done for a couple of games before the international break. But Kante, Havertz and Mount, hey, bloody go for it. Smack them up. I'm confident. What do you think of 4-4-2 when Pulisic is back? don't think 4-4-2 just works for Chelsea. Just don't think so. We should have signed Ben Chilwell before West Ham did. I completely agree. You man of the match at Sports Direct Arena. I'm in Abu Dhabi. Headed to Abu Dhabi, I guess. And Mount or Kante, one of the two. Do you think, mate, Adam, I told you already, we're not winning the treble. Listen to me. And hey, we have 160 people watching, so I really love that from all of you guys. But make sure you subscribe, please. I'm going to even show you the graphic on the screen, guys. Go on. Lovely graphic. Shout out Matthew, my graphics guy. Love the man. Haven't met him ever, but he's a good guy and does everything I ask him to. He's brilliant. But yeah, subscribe and drop a like. Hey, everyone, 173 people watching and only 64 likes. Come on, like. We're taking a piss. Let's hit at least 100 likes. Every one of you that hasn't dropped a like yet, go down below and help me reach at least 100 likes. And yes, I might say later, let's reach 130. But the more you like, the more of you to drop the smash the like button right now, the less I'll annoy you with asking for it again. So make sure you smash the like button. I'd really do appreciate it. You lose against Tottenham, hey, maybe we will. Can Chelsea win the Bundesliga? Yes. How many goals will Timo Werner have this season? In the league, 27. You lose against Tottenham, still don't think we will. I think we need to keep 4-3-3 because we're very balanced to win every game. Yes. I won't say winning machine just yet. Yeah, fair enough, Mo. Mo Avil said, I wouldn't say Chelsea are a winning machine just yet, but I think we are. And now I'm finally going to get to this. I'm answering so many questions of you guys that I've completely forgot what I actually want to talk about. First of all, I spoke about Timo already. Tammy, brilliant. Needs to work a little bit on some of his hold-up play. Wasn't brilliant yesterday, but his movement was great. Even had, if only he got on the end of that cross by Timo in the first half, I think, or was it the second half, can't remember. Brilliant, that would have been great. That would have been great. And Hakim Ziyech had a bit more of a quiet game. First 10 minutes, brilliant. A couple of beautiful balls, a bit more quiet. But hey, if he was as good as he was against Sheffield United every single game, mate, that would be insane. And guys, we still haven't even reached 80 likes. Everyone, come on now. Now, he's taking a mic on now. Everyone smash the like button right now. I will give you a second. I will stop talking. And when I start talking again, we better have hit 100 likes. We better have hit 100 likes. Go on. Go on. Well, it's not quite 100, but hey, it's 84, so I appreciate that. Someone said, Jorginho or Kovacic, who you pick? It depends on the position and the game. Can Tammy win the Bundesliga goal in Bundesliga? Yes, he can. Tammy didn't have a great game. I agree, but I still got a huge goal for us, a huge, huge goal. How far do you think we can go in the Champions League? Depends on the draw always, hey. Like, obviously it depends on the draw. If we get drawn, I don't know, against Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals, then I'll say that's the end. But if we get like a Porto in the quarterfinals, then semi-finals. Do you know what I mean? How about Chelsea win the Bundesliga? Bayern is the best team in the world. You're funny. Appreciate that. Thiago Silva played against Gnabry and Coman in the UCL final, but was not the reason PSG lost. I completely agree. Champions League, we're going to reach the last four. Maybe. Depends on the draw, like I said. You like the young English national team can win the Cops America. Yes, I agree. The English national team will win the Copa America. You got one dislike from a Spurs fan. Sod the Spurs fans. Let them cry. Let them cry. Do you think we will win against Tottenham? Yes. How will Chelsea win the Bundesliga? You said that already. Can you bring the Grand Dam on for the show after the game against Spurs? All right. I will. Mate. I will, Raheem. Someone retracted the message. Don't know why, but fair enough. Can we win the league? Yes, we can. Come on, you Gunners. Wrong chat, mate. Wrong chat. Ziyech did well against Newcastle. I'm not saying he was poor, I'm just saying he wasn't quite as incredible as he was against Sheffield United. Do you think we should be worried about Pulisic's injuries? Yes. I did a whole video about this. You can go back on the channel to discuss this. I discussed it with the Grand Dam. A tough one. A really tough one. I really, really hope he gets over and sorts himself out. Do you think Tammy should be dropped for Pulisic considering his form right now? Yes. Once Pulisic is 100% fit, I still think Pulisic on the left, Timo up front and Ziyech on the right is our best team. Can you beat PSG? Of course we can, but we're not playing them. We are bringing the Premier League and UCL to Ghana. Don't know how that works, but hey, why not? Come on, United. No, let's not do that. Austria might win the Premier League. They look like they're going to sign Neymar, Brett. That's in Bologna. Yes, Austria are going to win the Premier League. Come on, Austria. You guys are sick. I love that. Should we try 4-4-2 against Spurs team when Tammy Abraham? Nah, mate. Michiel, I appreciate the thought, but I just don't think 4-4-2 works for Chelsea. I know it worked on Carlo a bit, but I just don't think it's our thing. Thoughts on veggie food? Well, it's good. It's good. I mean, I'm not vegetarian myself, but there is some vegetarian food which I enjoy a lot. Or did you mean vegan food? Not the biggest fan of that, to be honest. If Chelsea play against Bayern, they're going to win, yes or no? No. Realistically, no. Ziyech ain't the Wizard of London. He's the Wizard of England. No, mate, he's the Wizard of the bloody world. Havertz at 10 or 8? I think 8. Because Kante is doing very well at TDM, but can be overrun if Havertz Mount run ahead too much. Yeah, I mean, Mount and Havertz will always have to work hard. You know, let's not kid ourselves. As much as they're attacking players, if you play as a midfielder, you need to work hard. It's as simple as that. How much you press on the bank? Oi, mate. A lot. How much for you to fight Mike Tyson for 1 minute? For 1 minute? See what I do. See, if you ask me that question, I would say, give me 100 million, and then I go to Mike and I'd say, Mike, mate, I'll give you 10 million if you don't punch me for a minute. And then I have 90 million, he has 10 million, and we're all good. Is Ziyech married? I want to give him my sister. Don't know, mate. Apparently Chelsea want Bellingham instead of Rice. Pretty sure West Ham wants Al Bellingham. Oh, no. For some reason, I thought of Bedrama now. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's right. That rumour's true. Better striker overall, Haaland or Werner? Werner now. But give Haaland a year and he'll be better than Werner, I think. Do you think Chelsea is in the top 4 best teams in the world? Right now? Yes, actually, because Barcelona and Real Madrid are both bloody awful. Atletico Madrid barely beat Red Bull Salzburg, so they're awful. Juve is awful. Milan lost 3-0 against Lille, I think. So yes, we are. Is Ross Barkley coming back next season with his form right now? Well, right now he's injured, so we'll have to wait and see about that one. Would you prefer Gilmore or Ampadu in the DM sport? Ampadu, simply because of size. But hey, let me actually talk about how I think Lampard turned Chelsea into a winning machine, even though it's slightly exaggerated, obviously. Now, the main thing I think is the shape. I think the shape is the biggest deal. Kante is doing a really good job there. The work rate that he has managed to implement into the attack in number 8, whether it's Mount and Kai or Mount and Kovacic, is remarkable. The amount of running forwards and backwards is insane. The work rate that even Werner, but especially Ziyech shows when Reece James is still high up the pitch to track back and defend is incredible. The set-piece defending, we've changed for a 3rd time this season for a mix of man marking and zonal marking. It's bloody brilliant, and I'm very, very happy about that. Mondi, of course, a big difference. The calmness of Thiago Silva at the back is a big difference. But I think the main thing that we do different is that there is structure now. Like, for example, that goal we scored yesterday, even though it ended up being an own goal, that is a very intelligent set-piece play. And that is coaching. I don't know whether it's Frank or any of the other coaches, but that is intelligent. That is good work. And those are the things we need. Like, look how many goal scorers we've had this season. Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell, Zuma, Reece James. I don't think Kante has scored, but Mount has scored. Kai Havertz has scored. Pulisic has scored. Tammy Abraham has scored. Giroud has scored. Hudson-Odoi has scored, I think. Not sure, actually. Did Hudson-Odoi score against... Who did we play? Barnsley? I think he might have done. Obviously, Abraham, Tammy, Werner, Ziyech. So many goal scorers. It's crazy. Who's the best keeper in the world right now? Neuer, probably. We want Eden Hazard back. He's suffering in Madrid. If they want to give him back for free, but yeah. If he plays like that, he's not getting in the team over Pulisic if Pulisic win. Can Chelsea sign Laurenz, Vescoli instead of Rice? I think Laurenz has more potential and he's way better at the moment. Yes, Isan. I completely agree. I'm way better than Rice. And I'm actually best mate Mason Mount. No. Scored against West Brom. Yeah, no, he did. Fully right. Uzier. Really do appreciate that. Mondi? Didn't score. Predictions versus Spurs, 2-1 Chelsea. I think I hate Arsenal more than Tottenham now. They're up there. They're up there. See, it's a weird one. And hey, the proper old Chelsea fans, they will hate me for saying this. And I thought I'd hate Mourinho so much for going to Spurs. But in a strange, messed up way, it's made me hate Spurs less rather than the other way around. And also with the whole David Luiz and Willian thing, I just dislike Arsenal. I still hate Spurs more, but it's closer than it used to be. What position do you play when you play or played? Midfield or centre-back usually. Where I'm enjoying the downfall of Arsenal. FDM, yeah, I agree. Prediction for LFC versus Leicester, 2-2. When will Havertz return? I think Tuesday, mate. I think Tuesday. But I think we're going to leave it here now, guys. Hey, we've been going for 45 minutes. I really do appreciate every single one of you that has tuned in. We still have 167 people watching. And I love that from every single one of you. I really, really do love that. And I appreciate every single one of you that was here, that was in the chat. William is better than Ziyech. That was funny. That was very funny. Did you watch Hazard's skill against Villarreal? It was incredible. No, I didn't, mate. I didn't see that. I just saw stats-wise, he wasn't particularly good. Thoughts on the whole tomorrow, Zaga? Where do you think he will go on loan? Possibly West Ham, because they wanted him in the summer, so hopefully they'll take him again. That was silly from him to turn down that move. But hey, you probably couldn't have expected the whole Rudiger and Frank to sort themselves out again. If Jose wins the league with Spurs, is he still a Chelsea legend? I don't think whether he wins the league with them or not changes anything. Like anything that could have changed it was going to Spurs. And then it's a difficult one with Mourinho because we know Mourinho is a mercenary. I didn't get that. Could you try again? No, Siri, I can't. Bloody hell. I don't think it actually makes, like, he's a mercenary in a case of he doesn't care. He just wants to do his job. He loves football and he is involved. Via Spurs, mate. No, I don't know. I can't talk about this. This is actually best Chelsea I've ever seen. No more heart attack. It's kind of true. Not ever, unless you haven't seen the Carlo and first stint of Jose days. But Jose will always be a Chelsea legend. I kind of agree. Is Pep Guardiola finished? Oh, he might be. He might be. I'm telling you, he might be. He might be more finished than Jose Mourinho, and who would have expected that? It's about hitting up on your expectations. Currently, I just want him to be back fit. But in theory, you know, just a little bit off where I wanted him to be. But hey, he'll get there. He'll get there. A winning machine. Yes. I mean, we have only lost one game all season. Okay, I know we drew games. But how bad a title would it be to say we're not losing machine? That doesn't make a good title, does it? So, a winning machine. If you're Lampard, what do you do with Kepa? Will you loan him or use him as a backup? The thing is, Lampard would love to loan him, but the question is, do we find a club that actually wants him and pay his wages? That's the problem. Really best player for England right now. Now, if you're taking it all into consideration, considering Aston Villa's form other than beating Arsenal, no. It was good for England and for England in their national team games, but you also need to look at who was injured for England and also what an awful system England plays. Horrendous, honestly, horrendous. Don't you think Ruben Loftus-Cheek's injury costed millions to Chelsea, but went for Kai because he was not fit? True. Might have had both, but yeah. Who have you beaten that's good? No one. But we've only played two teams that's good and that are good. So, you know, it will come. Trust me, mate. I mean, trust me. And hey, if we lose against Spurs, you can laugh at me. Yeah, we win in, but I'll wait until the game against Spurs. Yeah, it's true. But if you think, that's one last thing I'm going to bring up before I end this here. Let me just bring the full stat up to talk to you guys about it. 1 second, just need to scroll back here in the WhatsApp chat. Against Brighton last season, away from home, we drew. This season we won. Liverpool at home, we lost both seasons. Crystal Palace at home, we won both seasons. Southampton away, we lost last season, drew this season. At home, yeah, we lost last season, drew this season. Should have won that. Man United away, we lost 4-0 last season, got a point this year. Burnley away, we won last year as well. Sheffield United at home, we drew last year and won this year. And Newcastle away, we lost last year and won this year. So, yes, we haven't beaten any of the big teams yet. But the big teams isn't actually who caused us the biggest problems last year. It's the smaller teams. So the fact that we're beating them now is a big step. Because if you think about it, you're playing way more bad teams than good teams. So it's much more important to be successful and consistently successful against the bad teams than the good teams. But I still think we can beat Tottenham and will beat Tottenham. So is it Werner versus Pulisic in left wing? Look like Tammy centered. No. When Pulisic is back, Werner will play up front. Yeah. Timo Werner can't afford to miss chances like he did yesterday on a consistent basis, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll see your team's performance against the top 6. We'll get to know if Chelsea is a contending team. Yeah, for sure. Prediction against Spurs, 3-2 Chelsea, because problem is Kane and Son. Yeah, 3-2. I don't see Chelsea conceding 2 goals without defence. I don't care who we're playing against. I don't see us conceding 2 goals against anyone. If we beat Spurs, I genuinely think only Liverpool can stop us from winning the league. anyone can stop us because we could just be in bad form. But hey, individual errors got us against Liverpool. That's exactly the point as well. But guys, I'm going to leave it here. I actually need to go to see a mate. So I appreciate every single one of you that has tuned in. Again, still 150 if you're watching. I love you guys so much. Honestly, really, really do. Appreciate every single one of you. Subscribe to my... No, wrong one. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Help me reach 7,200 subs and then in the end 7,800, 8,000, 10,000. Subscribe if you're new here, that'd be massively appreciated. Drop a like if you're watching this right now. Drop a like if you're watching this at a later point. And honestly, then I appreciate you arguably even more because you've watched 50 minutes of this without actually being here. So, you know, appreciate that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really do appreciate every single one of you. Really do appreciate every single one of you. Kazim, take care. Leeds. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Leeds, but hey, sorry, mate, you can't win Tottenham this year. Mourinho will destroy all. Don't think so. But yeah. Guys, appreciate every single one of you that has tuned in. Thank you guys for watching. Up to Chelsea. And I'll see you next time.